Yo, it's Mo here, and I just wanted to shoot this quick video showing you a framework on how to always make the right decision. So here I am walking through these beautiful rice fields here in Bali, Indonesia. And like I said, I want to be sharing with you the framework which I use to judge my own decisions and really close the gap between the right decision and the easy decision, which sometimes might not even be optimal towards the values that I'm striving to embody. Now, yesterday I made another video saying that there's no such thing as right or wrong, and thinking makes it so. That's what Shakespeare said. At the end of the day, right or wrong is a value judgment. It is based on, not this motorcycle pass by. It's based on a moral judgment, which is your perception of what is right or wrong. So what's right for you might not be right for someone else, and vice versa. But like I said, the framework through which I seek to judge my own decisions is through the framework of the scale of consciousness. Okay, so I'll share that with you on the screen right now. But Dr. David R. Hawkins basically made a scale of consciousness which he was able to put together through the study of behavioral kinesiology. So the gist of it is that when the mind is given different intellectual stimuli, it tests stronger based on those stimuli, and how strong it is determined by where on the scale of consciousness that the intellectual stimuli vibrates at. All right, so you can see the scale over here. Right at the bottom layers, there is apathy, there's shame, there's guilt, there's fear, there's desire. And then at the upper levels, there is joy, there's love, there is willingness, there is neutrality, there is, I don't have it memorized, but basically you see that the upper levels are vibrating at these higher level emotions, and those lower levels are basically vibrating at those lower level emotions, right? So what I seek to do is, okay, and another thing is that right in the middle, what Dr. David R. Hawkins refers to as the critical inflection point is the level of courage. All right, so understanding that, whoa, he's honking, I see you, bro, don't worry about that, I see you. So anything above courage is going to be driven by love, and anything below courage is going to be driven by fear. And when I'm making my decisions, I'm always, at the end of the day, like, two people can make the same decision but have a different result because of it. Like in Zen, they say that the wrong person can do the right thing and have the wrong result, but the right person can do the wrong thing and have the right result. And the difference is the intention behind it. Okay, so going back to the scale of consciousness, like whenever I am making the decisions that I'm making, I'm always looking at the intention behind it. All right, is it driven out of fear? Is it driven out of trying to get something? Is it driven out of trying to take something? Or is it driven out of love, where I'm trying to give something, I'm trying to expand rather than contract, right? Ultimately, every single decision that we make is either driven out of love or it's driven out of fear. All right, when it's driven out of love, we are trying to give based on my perception, and when we're driven out of fear, we are trying to take. So when I look at my decisions, I am filtering it through the lens of whether I'm trying to take something or whether I'm trying to get some or give something. Okay, and yesterday I was talking to my buddy as well, and he was getting worked up because he's like, yo, all these people on Instagram, like, they're posting these pictures about them partying out in the islands of, I don't know where, Maui or something, and they're posting these pics with these exotic cars and stuff like that. And it's like, they shouldn't do that, right? At the end of the day, that is a value judgment. And why shouldn't they do that? Because he was saying that it causes other people to compare their lives to them, and that's why we have this epidemic of depression, of anxiety, of people feeling lonely because of social media and comparing their lives to others. But then when we dug deeper, it was actually like, he brought up that he actually used to do that stuff. So right now when other people do it, it ends up triggering him as well. So yeah, you can do that, but at the end of the day, like I said, it comes out of intention. Like he told me that when he was posting it out of the intention of trying to get something, which was validation, whether it was approval, whatever it was. He was posting these pictures to get something from the people that he wanted them to see, whether it was his followers or whatever it is, right? On the other hand, if you're posting it with the intention of inspiring people of what's possible and really showing them that they can live this life too, then you're driven out of love. You're showing them that, yeah, you can give them the idea that this is possible for you if it's possible for me as well. So just some thought that I was running through my mind. I was walking down this sunny fucking day. I'm sweating my head out right now, but just at the end of the day, I just look to my own decisions and filtering them through whether they are driven out of love or whether they are driven out of fear, and really getting clear on why I do what I do. And the intention, like I said, it's the most important thing. And the more we can separate ourselves from our decision that's made and from the thought chatter that's taking place, the more we can connect with what is truly in the best interest of our soul, of our spirit, of our higher purpose over here, which is to expand and to experience who we really are as, like I said, eternal spiritual beings having a temporary human experience. That's something I got from Aaron Dowdy. Definitely check out his channel. But at the end of the day, like, nothing is right or wrong. Just having awareness, having conscious awareness on why you do what you do. Are you trying to give or are you trying to take? At the end of the day, are you driven out of love or are you driven out of fear? Okay, so hope that's been valuable for you. Just something that was running through my mind right now as I walk down. And this has been Mo. I'll see you soon.